Hello, Internet! Shouth here, and it's time for another episode of ShoutStone. I'm bringing you another Shoutcast from the Hearthstone beta, brought to me by Matticus, once again. This is a pre-patch game, so some of the things you may see may not actually be in the live version. I don't know exactly how much, because I haven't actually watched this game, like I do most of the time. I cast these games for the first time. Anywho, let's get into action right now. It is Jaina versus Valeera. So, Mage versus Rogue. Matticus playing the part of Jaina the Mage. GreenDude playing the part of Valeera the Rogue. So, I do want to clear up something really quick. There was a comment that was left on one of the Arena Time with Total Biscuit videos that I put up recently. And I wanted to clarify, it had said that I had, quote-unquote, stolen the video and put my commentary over it. I did not steal any video. I have the approval of Total Biscuit, just like I have the approval of anybody else whose videos I feature on this program, to cast their footage for this channel. They have given me their explicit consent. I don't proceed without it. So, just to alleviate that confusion. Whether it's TB or Trump or any of these games that I'm sent, they are given to me excuse me, explicitly to cast on this show. So, keep that in mind. I do not steal anything. Anyway, things starting off a little slowly here. Just a few pops of hero power on both sides of the table. A few small points of damage being dealt, but nothing really significant. Razorfen Hunter, first minion to hit the field. First two minions, as a matter of fact, due to the 1/1 boar spawn there. Not really sure how he's going to want to proceed here. I don't think he's getting the exact type of cards that he's going to want. The Razorfen Hunter, probably will want to deal with that at some point. Granted, it's only 3 points of damage on the other side of the table, so they're pretty even at this point. Granted, health is significantly in Matticus' favor, but we're still pretty much deadlocked. But it's early. Typical 4-point without any, if there wasn't any special early game shenanigans, then the, 4-drop is pretty standard at this point. To be kind of slow, kind of setting the table, getting pieces in place. A couple of spell power cards are in Matticus' hand, so I'm assuming, just like most mage decks, that there are plenty of spells to use them on. Could have been interesting had he played both of those kobolds. I'm actually going to deal Eviscerate instead. That'll take out... Well, that in conjunction with the Hunter will take things out. And a quick point of damage to Jaina. I apologize if my casting appears to be any kind of foggy. It is fairly late when I'm casting this game, at least for my typical, sleep and functioning schedule. So, quick Cone of Cold is going to clear the field, thanks to the spell power buff of the Kobold Geomancer. And right now, some decent removal being done on both sides. Still no distinct advantage. No real power play being asserted. Ironbeak Owl comes to silence that spell power effect. Shattered Sun Cleric to buff up that owl a little bit more. Well, there's the first fireball. And we are on the 6-drop, so he could come out and shut down... He could silence that owl and shut down the 3/2. And then hit with a fireball, should he want to deal some serious damage to the hero. Looks like he's going to try to get some more spell power on the field. And pop Arcane Explosion. Hero power to take care of business, and that's a pretty good play right there. So that buffed Arcane Explosion plus his hero power helps clear the field, and a couple points of damage onto Valeera to start and whittle down the totals. But here comes Gelbin Mechatork, one of my least favorite legendary minions. Reason being is just the sheer randomness of it. Repairbot, for example, is a minion that, you just hate. I personally, that minion is nothing but trouble. But it looks like he's going to take it out early, so that it's no longer a problem, thankfully. I've taken Gelbin out of any deck that I build, solely because of the randomness of the machine that he generates. Sometimes it's really helpful, but most of the time it's a repair bot when you've got your opponent on the edge, and it ends up, you know, screwing you over. Anyway, Quick Strike clears that other Spell Power Kobold off the field. And looking for a... I'm just going to deal Shiv to the lone minion left on the field. Gets an extra card. And Shattered Sun Cleric. Not able to take advantage of that battle cry, unfortunately. But hey, such is life, am I right? Alright, so an Azure Drake hits the field. Returning that spell power, also triggers a card draw. Quick couple points of damage, quick hero power pop, and the turn is passed. So, we're still running slow. I don't know if I would have burned that hero power. Well, maybe. Yeah, I guess that's okay. I wouldn't have played the Cone of Cold quite yet. Maybe save that up for a different opportunity. Fan of Knives, that will clear one minion off the field. And a Backstab, which has been changed since the patch. And throwing down Cold Blood on that Shattered Sun Cleric. Countered with Defias Ringleader. Here are some of the problems of the rogue deck that have since been eradicated. Oh, and a Key Conceal there. Kind of shuts down any chance that Matticus would have to clear the field. But he can pop Arcane Explosion, which I think pre-patch did break stealth. It doesn't do it anymore, but I'm pretty sure it does now. So Cone of Cold won't work in a case like this because of the stealth mechanic and the fact that you have to target something, but Arcane Explosion should work. Now he could play that Archmage Antonidas and then Arcane Explosion, deal 1 damage, pull everything out of stealth. Now he's going to do the ability to play 2 damage, and there we go. Also, it doesn't drag out of stealth. I could have sworn it happened before. I don't know. Maybe I was just seeing things. I could have sworn I played a AoE ability in some game that broke stealth. But again, I could be wrong. Well, the Shattered Sun Cleric is probably going to have at least one more turn in it. This one here, I should say. Quick Shiv to get another card draw. And here comes the pain. So, yes, Darby, I know. Apologize for the cat. Another Conceal. But, of course, if another Arcane Explosion turns up or anything similar, the AoE vibe, that'll render that pretty much useless. And unfortunately, no. Nothing like that. So, not much that can be done to shut this offensive threat down. Which makes it kind of a tricky play here. He's got a lot of options because he is at the 10-drop. Will play Archmage Antonidas. Can't play Cone of Cold because of the still trouble with those silenced minions. Or those stealth minions, excuse me. But a precarious position for our hero to be in here. He is looking at least 11 points of damage. So unless the rogue player here has something else up his sleeve, this could be GG. Well, it could be close to GG, I should say. It's not a definitive GG. I want a key sap there to get that Archmage off the field and really make this a dangerous position. But here it comes, a quick 2 points of damage. And I think that will stick Matticus on the back foot. I don't see any other 1 point of damage abilities being drawn. And he's going to Shadow Step that Defias Ringleader and sick it back out. Very key play here. This rogue player doing a fantastic job of just really owning this position. But comes Cone of Cold, that's going to clear the field. This could be a very interesting comeback. Remember, I've said this many, many times, but I'll say it again because it's so worth it. The only point of health that matters is the one between 1 and 0, but it looks like that 1 is about to be dealt with, yeah, right here. Really, all that can be done, that hero power, popping it, fan of knives just for effect, I guess. Not really sure what's being drawn out here, but here it comes, and that is GG. Unfortunately, Matticus loses the game to a very skilled rogue player in GreenDude. Granted, it was a pre-patch rogue player. Hopefully he's still just as good, but the options are not quite there post-patch that he had in this game. But still, it was a great game to watch, and I think it was a lot of fun. But, yes, Darby, it's all over now. Well, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget you can find me on Facebook and Twitter. Links are in the description. You can also subscribe to this channel for daily Hearthstone videos. And like the video, leave a comment, all that good stuff that I usually ask. But, again, that'll do it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.